Hey friend, have you ever thought about the distinction between articulation and pronunciation? Hi, I'm Kate Lachine. I'm a voice and dialect coach with a passion for health and wellness. You can learn more about me at katelachine.com, and if you enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe below. Let's get started. It makes sense that actors and other professional voice users would spend a fair amount of time thinking about the specifics of how they talk for a performance or a speech. But in reality, we all operate on a sliding scale of both articulation and pronunciation as we encounter different social situations and life circumstances. But first, what is the difference between the two? Think of pronunciation as the accepted way to speak a word. Technically, every word in English has a standard pronunciation, but even this standard varies across English-speaking countries, and not only because of dialect. For example, most Americans would say cafe and weekend, while most British English speakers would say cafe and weekend. The actual vowel sounds in those words are the same in both dialects, but the standard pronunciation is different because we stress different syllables. So stressing is one aspect of pronunciation, and dialect is another. For example, American and British speakers have many different regional varieties of the long O sound. So an American might say alone or alone, and a British speaker might say alone or alone. That one vowel shift changes the pronunciation across countries and between regions. Sometimes pronunciation is a combination of factors. For this next word, we actually use two different vowels, process in the United States and process in England, before we even get to all the dialectal differences. And I believe there's still a debate over there about whether it's scone or scone. So there are regional differences and regional preferences, whether it's Nevada versus Nevada, Louisville versus Louisville, or New Orleans versus New Orleans. When in doubt, do as the locals do. A wise man once said, basically, pronunciation is hitting the right chords, and articulation is hitting them skillfully. In other words, you can mispronounce a word but articulate it cleanly and crisply, or you can pronounce everything correctly and no one will understand you because you're mumbling. Clear articulation, especially on stage, depends on a lot of muscularity in the tongue, lips, and soft palate. Now the teeth and the alveolar ridge, or that gum ridge behind your upper teeth, they're involved as well, but they don't do the moving, of course. There are many articulation exercises already in circulation. The important thing to remember is to use those exercises to strengthen the muscularity and accuracy of your articulators. But like most skills, you shouldn't be thinking about your articulation while you're in a performance. What you don't want is arduous or affected speech that sounds unnatural. So do your exercises and spend some time during rehearsal calibrating your speech to the space you're in, and you should be in good shape. So now that we've discussed the difference between articulation and pronunciation, just keep an ear out for how your speech may change given the situation. Your accent is likely to come out more strongly when you're talking to folks from home, and your articulation may relax quite a bit from when you're talking to your boss to spending time with friends. Even when we're not acting, our speech is a lot more transformative than we realize.